I'm doing this thing where I am not planning my content. I feel like I overplan a lot, and I'm not doing that any longer. But if you're new here, this is going to be my second long form content, and I just want to do a heart to heart, okay? Because I feel like a lot of my audience here just know me for usual content I put out, money, finance, digital products, how to make this type of money, how to make that type of money. But beyond that, let me share how I started and how I made the decision to start posting content and start putting myself out there. So, first of all, my name is Abigail. I am from Cross River State and I'm a shy girl. Yes, I reference that a lot in my content. I am a shy girl. I'm very shy. And there's nothing I can actually do about that. So, me knowing that, I decided that I'm going to use that to my advantage. And you may ask how. Now, this is where the story gets interesting. All throughout my years in high school slash secondary school, until my university, I've always been known for being the shy girl. I don't make a lot of friends. I don't talk to a lot of people. I sit where I'm supposed to sit till the end of school or till the end of the class. And I do not go home unless I have to go home. And when I do go home, I do not come out unless it's like life and death situation. Truly. So when I finished school, it was just a matter of time until I knew or until I had that eye opening moment where I know I have to make money because I'm not a child anymore and my mom cannot provide for every single thing. So that's how I started. I started doing research about jobs that I can apply for online because me, I've always known at the back of my mind, in fact at the front of my mind too, a 9 to 5 life is not for me. It's not I can do it. I know if I do it I'll be perfect at it, but I'm a lazy girl too. So what am I going to do with my life? And I've always had this problem where I think I don't know my purpose in life. I feel like even till today, I find it very difficult to tell what I'm actually supposed to do with my life because there are people who just know, okay, I'm supposed to be a lawyer, I'm supposed to be a dancer, I'm supposed to be a singer. They already have that talent drafted out for them. Me on the other hand, I don't know. I don't know. Even till today, if you ask me, what do you want to do in the next 5 years? Honestly, I do not know because I trust the process. Okay, I know I'm going to find me, and I know when I do, I'm going to be able to say confidently that this is who I am. But for now, I still don't know. So moving on, I started applying everywhere and anywhere. I started from copywriting to I think a proofreader. Trust me, I've forgotten what it's called. Everything. And around that time, I still posted content, but only on YouTube. I had a separate YouTube where I just post about like lifestyle, nothing special, nothing extra. But I wasn't consistent with it. That's something I still struggle with till today. I'm not consistent. My sister introduced me to this job opportunity for a real estate company. I honestly have forgotten the name, but I was super excited. It was going well. I passed their exams. I did everything I was supposed to do until the day of the interview came. And guess what? I missed it. I missed it because of the time difference. And yes, it was my fault, but it was also their fault because according to my time, it was supposed to be 3 p.m. and for them, it was supposed to be 9 a.m. Little did I know it was a mistake and it was actually supposed to be 2 p.m. East African time. But in the midst of it, I turned on my camera, I was waiting to be interviewed and nothing. So I just sat there and sat there and sat there and I was thinking about my life like, what am I even doing? Like, I'm just sitting here waiting for somebody to accept me to work for them so they can pay me because that's basically what it is. I was still there. I sent them an email, no response until the next day. They said, "Oh, we are sorry, we cannot accept you." Blah blah blah. I was like, I sent you guys emails, and they said I sent them an email too late. That's when I knew this life is not even cut out for me. That kind of life was not cut out for me. You guys, my mic went off, so I don't know what to do. But I'm just going to try, and I'm going to be as loud as possible because we're reaching the end. Trust me. So from there, it went downhill, like downhill. I started reapplying to different places. I got zero response, and later on, I started getting responses, and then I started having interviews. But it was constant. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. And that I'll get back to you within 24 hours. They will never get back to me. I'd be the one to send them emails every single time. I'd have interviews that goes I would have interviews that would go very well. In fact, perfect if you ask me. But they'll always not get back to me. And I don't know what it was, honestly. So as I was saying, I did a lot of interviews that had me rejected. Yes, every single one of it. Every single one of it. So I guess the heavens decided to bless me. I got a message from a real estate coach, and he said he was looking for sales rep and all, and I was so stoked. At first I thought it was a scam, like who wants to employ me? Because that's what I just thought about myself, like who wants to employ me, since other people who I actually wanted to work for were rejecting me. Who would want to employ me? So, but it wasn't a scam, low key, right? I did the training, I started working there, and on the first week, you guys, on the first week, I made $50. Yes. One thing about me, if I set my mind to it, I'll do it. So my job description there was basically looking for customers. That's what sales rep do. You look for customers, and then when they agree to come on the program, you get a commission. I think it was a 20% commission, and the program ranged from I think $99 to probably $7,000. Most of the people who were there were going for the $99 offer. So that's how I was just making small money. So I got like on my first week I made $50. I was so happy. But then again I was thinking I was skeptical. I was thinking it's still a scam because you never know. Luckily for me, it wasn't. At the time, it wasn't a scam. So I got paid. Within a few days, I got paid. Now, still working, I was making sales like back to back to back. It got to a point where I made more than 10 sales in a week. Yes, more than 10 sales. I don't still remember how much I made, but it was a lot of money I made. And that was when the wahala started because my boss refused to pay us. Yes, every time I send me a text, okay, it's been over, because according to the contract, I was supposed to get paid within 15 days. So it was the 15-day mark, and I sent him a message that, okay, it's been 15 days and I'd made my money. And he'll say, okay, I'll send it out tomorrow. I'll be like, okay, I'll wait. No response, no money, no nothing. I'll text the assistant and ask, and his assistant will ask him about it. And so just constant back and forth of when I'll get paid, when I'm supposed to get paid, and saying I will get paid the next day, and all of that back and forth. So it went on for like almost a week at this point, until he was like, oh, I'm sorry, he went on vacation, blah blah blah. And I was like, just give me my money. And he did. Actually, he gave me the money. Great. Now another thing I missed out on from the contract is that when you get to one sale, the next month you're supposed to get another sale if the person decides to continue on the program. For instance, if the person pays $99 this month, I'm supposed to get $15. And if the person still likes the program and chooses to stay, I'm still going to get another 15% from the $99 the person pays the next month. So as long as the person stays on our program, I'm supposed to get $15. All he had to do was update us. Okay, your client paid us this month, and then you're going to get your 15%. But it was never like that. We always had to beg for our update, because you're supposed to update us to know how much you're supposed to get paid at the end of the month. But it was never like that. So he finally paid me, and at the time it was close to 300k. I think it was more. I think it was 320k or 360k. I've forgotten, but that was a lot of money for me at the time. I was so happy. I was so impressed. Now I kept doing my thing. I kept making sales, bringing in customers, and it was the next time to get paid, and we didn't hear anything from this man anymore. I'll send him text upon text upon text. I'll text the assistant. At some point, I'll sit down and I'll cry, because I'm lazy, but I'd rather inconvenience myself and work a little bit harder to get a little bit of money. And yet I'm still having to beg. And one thing I don't like to do is beg people for money. And that's the reason I started working, because I don't want to have to beg my mom or my aunts or family members for money. I don't want to do that. But he didn't care. He'll say, "Oh, sorry, I've been busy, blah blah blah," and it was getting so freaking annoying. I'm telling you, it was getting close to 1 month. I wasn't paid yet. I'll send him messages to emotionally blackmail him. Like, imagine doing work and you're emotionally blackmailing your boss to pay you your money. That was how bad it was. Until finally he paid me, and the money was small that month because I was very discouraged. I think it was $45 or $55 thereabout. I'm not sure, but that was how small the money was. But from then on, that was when I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I said I'd rather not work than work and then beg to get paid. That's when I decided, you know what? I'm going to start building my community, start making my digital products, and start making money, putting myself out there, start chasing visibility, because I do not want to beg for what's supposed to be mine. Whether it's money, whether it's opportunities, whatever it is, I don't want to beg. At first, I called my community the World Tech, but after long research, I realized that that wasn't personally for me. And when I searched YouTube, I saw that a lot of people called their own community World Tech. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to call myself the soft money girl, because I'm a soft girl. I'm a lazy girl, a lazy shy girl. But I love money. I like to make my own money. And you guys are the soft money crew. Period. So now what I do is I create content. I sell digital products. I teach people how to create, sell, and launch their digital products. And even though you don't have a following, you don't want to put yourself out there like I am. I'll teach you how to make and sell it without putting yourself out there. I have a whole diary where I write all of my experience, so that you will not say, look at it here. I've written all of my experience, all of the things I've learned over the years, from over the course of the months, every single thing. I wrote it down. So if you want to join my community, I'll put a link in the description of this video, so you can join it and you learn how to create and make a digital product. And not just create and make, because you can create a digital product successfully, but if you don't know how to strategically launch it, you're losing. Yes. If you want to launch a digital product and you think just sitting down to talk about the fact that you're making the digital product and this is what you're selling and this is the offers you have, if you think that's going to get you sales, you're wrong. You are wrong. Me, I know the strategies. I know why I'm smiling, because those strategies has worked not just for me, but for a lot of people. I also do channel audits. So if you're interested, hit me up to make you start getting subscribers or sales too. I have a bio guide, so click the link in my bio or description to get it. I think that will be it. I promise I'm going to make more long form content for you all, because I think I enjoy just sitting and chatting. So if you enjoy getting to know me, Abigail, aka the soft money girl, welcome and subscribe. Bye. I'll see you in my next one.